All right, welcome back. We are with the Old and New Money podcast. I am here with the Buckners, Kris Buckner, Ryan Buckner, owners, founders, matchmakers of the UpNext Fighting Organization. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Happy to be here.
Super excited. Let's go.
Have you guys ever done a sit-down interview with the both of you like this before?
Have we done one?
I've seen you be interviewed separately before, but I don't think I've ever seen...
No.
We've never done interview podcasts together, so
I think this is a first.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Pretty excited.
It should be entertaining.
Don't doubt me, I couldn't do it.
We made it happen.
I couldn't do it.
Look at me now. I got the Buckners. I'm the one that did it first.
Dude, you're breaking new ground.
So are you guys. That's
Yeah.
what we do, right? We're just breaking new ground, yeah.
Yeah. Love
So,
it.
all right. So we're here on the eve of UNF 14. This is the last show of the year. You guys have had an epic year. Let's start off. I thought we could do a little year in review of UpNext, right? So let's talk some highlights for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been pretty crazy what we've kind of built in the last year and a half or so. 14 events. It's just
14 in 1 year. Well,
It would be even better if Ryan could talk straight into the mic. You know what I mean?
let me help you guys out. Is this better?
heavy
Can everyone
machine.
hear me better?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, this is good. No, it's been kind of crazy. 14
well, not
events.
that close, Ryan.
Is this good?
Yeah, there you go.
Are you sure? That's fine.
That'll be fine.
Okay, cool. 14 events in the last year. UNF has grown tremendously. We've just assembled the best team ever. I think everyone's like-minded, and we've been working to achieve our goals, and we're taking those baby steps every day. And now ending this year with our biggest event yet, 15 fights, some of the best talent in California. It's just surreal, but the last year has been crazy. I've grown tremendously just as a person with UpNext, and it's been amazing.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I would just echo what Ryan said. I mean, I'm super proud of the team. I mean, it really starts with, the great matchmaking. Ryan's doing a great job with the Rising Stars.
Oh,
And
killing it.
listen, at 26, look, I could talk a lot of shit about Ryan, which I will, right? We're just starting, but really where I'm so impressed, not only as a father, but as I'm working together with my son, which is just amazing. But the
What a
matches,
blessing.
Yeah, man. Well, it's a blessing when he fucking puts the work in, and he does. And so I'm super proud, and the results speak for themselves. Like the level of respect at 26 years old, dealing with a lot of these old head coaches and these fighters. I don't think people realize how truly challenging that job is. And Ryan has really stepped up and done a great job. And so for me as a dad, and a business partner with my son, seeing the quality of fights, that he's putting on, and then seeing the respect that's really grown over the last year with the fighters and the coaches, super impressed. Proud to be in business with my son. Super, super stoked as a dad.
You should be, man. This is like every father's dream, working on the fight game with your son. I mean, come on.
Listen, I wouldn't say he's my dream. I would say my granddaughters are my dream. They're perfect.
There's the shit talking.
My kids
Right.
are a little challenging, but overall, man, I'm super stoked with UNF and really what we've achieved. I'm super, super happy.
Yeah. What was a highlight this year for you?
For me, really, I'm an entrepreneur by nature, right? I'm a creative. I like to build things, but building, with my family and seeing my kids being involved in something and seeing something so challenging coming together and at the same time making, again, this is going to sound kind of cheesy, but making a difference in some of these fighters' lives. It's amazing. I mean, these guys will call us for personal advice now. They'll come over to the office. Hey, I had this situation. What do you think I should do? Well, they have that love and respect and trust in us now because of how we conducted ourselves through UpNext. And so that, to me, is super, super fulfilling.
Yeah, I interviewed these fighters, and they're like, oh, yeah, so Ryan will call me every day. I'm like, your matchmaker calls you every day? He's like, yeah. So that is rare, man. You really obviously care about these guys. They can tell. They're all really lucky to be here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, I can appreciate and respect anyone that's chasing their dreams. I get to have conversations with these guys when I'm making the matches and stuff. And, a lot of these guys are great guys. They have very cool stories. And, I feel in a sense it's my duty and like my job as a matchmaker or, owner of UpNext to, be there for them and also just help them elevate and get to a point where they want to get to. So kind of all falls into the same.
When Ryan Buckner calls you up, it's like, you're fighting for UpNext.
Oh, well, look, I think it's amazing what Ryan really does. And I think the one thing that I love about everyone on the UpNext team is everyone feels these fighters deserve nothing less. One of the things when I came into the game and working with Steve Bash and George and Ryan building this thing, we truly felt that a lot of the promotions took these guys for granted, that these guys were just numbers. They just match whoever up just so they could sell tickets. Yes, we're in business. We want to sell tickets, but Ryan's making the best matches, fair matches to build these guys for their future. So I think that's where UpNext is different. I think UpNext is different because, yeah, we're running a business, but we're a family. Like, you look at everybody that works at UpNext, we all work together. Nobody works for Ryan. No one works for me. We all work together, right? And we owe it to these fighters.
Yeah, well said.
Well, there's got to be a bit of a hierarchy in a business like this. I mean, come on. You got to have...
bro, I'm the fucking boss. I fucking knock Ryan around.
Right.
No, really, I don't think there really is. And Ryan, tell me if you think I'm wrong. Like, I think, yeah, I'm the kind of the glue, right? I'm kind of the COO or whatever title you want to give me. But we all have very distinct different roles. I don't get involved with Ryan's matchmaking. I mean, he'll run it by me, but he makes all the decisions. At 26, he's making every decision. He gets final say on everything. So it's kind of cool. My wife handles all the finances, right? She handles that. My daughter handles merch and all external relations with the VIPs. Right. So it's pretty cool.
So it's like, as a COO, you find the person who's right for that job and just let them do their thing, right?
I think so, and I think Ryan...
Except for your son, who you probably ride him.
Listen, Ryan's going to tell you something, but I'm Mr. Accountability. So I think where I'm good, I play a certain role. As you see, I'll hustle. I'll do the manual labor, which I fucking love the manual labor. I like to give my brain a rest. Whoa. But I try to keep people just... here we go.
I don't even know. Go ahead, Steve.
Haram!
Look, my job is to, I'm 55, right? This guy is 26. So I've got a lot of experience in the business world and in life and things like that. My job is to just keep him accountable and keep him on the right path. Yeah. He does all the work and does it all himself.
You know how blessed you are, Ryan?
I know. I don't take it for granted.
Do you know, to be 26 and, 14 shows, you're sitting here in the Commerce Casino, and your dad has your back like this.
Yeah, none of this is possible without him, and I can say that.
But it's vice versa. He couldn't do this without you.
No, for sure. I think we make a great team. There's some days that it's just, I don't know if I'm gonna call it overwhelmed. It just gets a little crazy, but I would have it no other way.
So over at the compound there in Thousand Oaks, right, where you guys, so you're putting in like full time. Your dad's got a full time gig outside of this, right?
Yeah, this guy's working he's a workworkse.
But this is your main thing that you're doing. All day you're working for UNF, right? So and then when Dad comes in, and he needs to critique something. Let's walk me through that. How does that go down? Is he just burst in the door like furious sometimes? Yeah.
It depends on his mood a little bit, but listen, like I said, he likes to hold people accountable, right? And there's a right way of doing things and a wrong way of doing things. He's 110%er. That's how he got to where he is in life now, and why he's so successful. And I think he's really trying to groom me and just get me to get to that place. So I know it's all it's coming from a good place, but sometimes he does come busting through the door saying some words and stuff.
Listen, Ryan, you have full authorization to be honest. Look,
that's pretty much it.
No, the truth is he's being super nice. I annoy the fuck out of him sometimes, right? And
that's your role. Who else could do it?
That's right. I love my son. I owe him nothing less than to prepare him for success, right? And so, like you said, I'm 100%er. I'm 100%, behind him. I want him to be the best that he could possibly be. And as a dad, I truly couldn't be prouder of his progress, right? He's getting mentored by Steve Bash, George, myself, and he just takes it in just like a sponge, and then you get to see those results. So I know I annoy the shit out of him, and it's okay to say that.
You do sometimes, 100%. But I'm very grateful for it all, too. But
hey, at the UNF 13, after it was over, I really thought maybe, okay, because you guys are busy as hell that week, and, we don't really see too much of you with when you can relax for a second. And I thought maybe when the show was over, we'd get a second like, hey, let's hang out. You guys both were like, done. It's like, all right, it's over. On to the next one, right?
Yeah. Well, I think we put our heart and soul into this, right? And there's one thing, Steve was, joking when he talked on this thing, like I don't do, tickets, right? Or seat labels and things like that. But we all put our heart and soul into everything. Yeah. I mean, Steve's brain is going into overdrive working, doing production.
It's
Ryan,
a lot.
Ryan, like making these matches and then, guys coming in overweight, dealing with this, going back and forth.
Yeah.
So I think after the show's over, right, we're just mentally drained. We just want to go eat some junk food, eat good, and crash out.
Get a good night's sleep. Yeah, that's what I look forward to most after the events, for sure.
Yeah. So if we want to celebrate with you, we got to do it maybe 2 days after the show.
You know, if you want to celebrate after this event, I'll be here.
Can we do it
tomorrow night? Yeah.
Listen, I'll have a drink with you after this. Actually.
All right.
Like it's early. We could go to the bar, have a couple drinks. I'm down.
Okay. All right. Yeah. If I see you in the casino afterwards, it's like we're going to get gin and tonics. Right?
Gin and tonic? You like gin and tonic?
I'm more of like
I'm a G&T guy. Yeah.
Ooh.
Take a couple tequila shots.
You're a tequila. What do you like?
Listen,
Like young people do?
When I'm with my son, I love taking tequila shots, but I can have a nice whiskey and Coke. Just chills me out. Like, whatever.
Okay.
I'm easy.
Whatever.
Are you guys big drinkers over at the Buckner house?
Well.
Okay. Do you want the war stories or what? Like,
yes. Yes.
Listen, I think the last few years have been much calmer than, years ago. But let me tell you, Kobe, Ryan, my daughter, there's no shortage of drinking skill games. You know what I mean? Like these guys, they can hold their own.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I take pride. I'm a pretty good drinker. I think I can have a high tolerance. Oh, shit, sorry.
Listen, Ryan, I have to tell you, like, honestly, like, he's the funnest guy to get fucked up with. Like, because he's just so fun, wants to, like, just hang out. He's the best, coolest drunk. You know what I mean? Like, he's so fun.
All right.
Nice.
Well, so are the guys from the old New Money podcast. Well, most of them. I think Abel, I don't know if you want to get drunk with him, but...
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Where is Abel? I mean, he always talks shit about the fighters not showing up to the podcast, not doing this. I think, was he scared?
This is #1 bullshit.
Abel,
yeah.
Come on, man.
He, poor Abel, he always says, "Oh, where's my I don't want peace?" It's the only one. Yeah. He doesn't want peace. He wants problems always, right? But I guess he found one this time.
Listen, Parker Dean gave that dude plenty of problems in the cage at the last event. I don't know. I don't know, Ryan. You weren't scouting Abel to get in that cage.
I was supposed to coach him. I was just watching him. I was like, I don't even know what to tell this guy. I think he's just, there's nothing to say to really help him. But.
He gasses out after 30 seconds. So, But yeah, Abel, he got a little sniffle. He couldn't make it today. And so, luckily I get to sit with the bar. But it's fine because now you're not going to be interrupted the entire time.
This is true. So, hanging out with Abel's like hanging out with Steve Bash. It's pretty much like the same thing.
No, it is not the same thing.
No, Bash is amazing.
No, it's not the same.
Listen, what's great about having great partners when you work with them, not only do you respect their work ethic, you respect them as human beings. And I think that's what's really cool about how, UpNext has really meshed together.
You guys are all on the same wavelength, and you can just tell.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Look, we have our ups and downs. I mean, it's just not always, roses, right, Ryan?
But, the only thing that matters is at the end how the show goes, right? The fans don't see that, the behind the scenes stuff, and like in any organization, there's going to be ups and downs. But you guys put that aside for the sake of the production.
Look, I think it starts with making those great matches like Ryan and George bring that to the table. But I mean, that's one thing. But then you look at how Steve lights the place up and just the optics of everything. Right. It's truly special. Truly special.
Yeah, we are blessed to have you guys here. So let's talk about tomorrow night's event, UNF 14. This is going to be a big one. For you, Ryan, what are some of these matchups that you're most excited about?
Well, I love this card because I think our Rising Stars portion of this card, we got 12 fights, but all the fights are competitive with some of the top talent. And, there's like title implication and trajectory of what these guys' next fights are from this card. So I'm just excited for all of them. I can tell you, I think fight of the night is going to be Arshak Nadorian versus Matthew Ingram, especially after what happened today at weigh-ins.
And those guys can both throw down too. So
no, it's going to be a good one. And the camps don't like each other, obviously. But I could go through this whole card right now, and I just feel like 10 fights have potential for fight of the night. So
let's do it.
Okay, fine.
Come on, let's go through real fast. I mean, this is your work here, man. This is like you spend so much time putting these fights together. So real fast, let's go through it. So we got Eden Ibarra versus Gregor Balkian.
Going to be a good fight.
I love Gregor Balkian. I think he's an amazing fighter.
Gregor.
I don't know too much about Eden.
Eden, he comes from a good gym. Comes from KD.
Get on the mic a little more, brother.
Okay. So, 1 second.
I think I'm throwing him off. Just my mere presence here just throws Ryan off a little
presence,
bit.
that's what it does to me. Anyways, Eden Ibarra, Gregor Balkian. Eden's a good fighter too. He has an 0-2 record, but he's definitely talented. Trains with some good guys, so that fight's gonna be competitive. Don't know if that has fight of the night on it, but it'll be a good fight.
We shall see. Yeah. Sir Gregor may not disappoint. He'll come out there and joust the motherfucker. So Ian Miller versus Adam Haltom. I've seen Adam fight. I mean, this guy's a beast.
Adam Haltom has heart. He is a beast. Ian Miller has a lot of fights as an amateur. He's also a beast. I think that fight's very competitive. Doesn't have fight of the night written on it for me, but that's a good fight for the fans to look out for.
Then Kacharian versus Salazar. This is the rematch, right?
Yeah, you were there. How'd you think that first fight went?
I had Salazar for that, but it was real close for sure. So, I mean, it really could have gone either way.
Yeah, what did you think about that?
Listen, I thought it was a great competitive fight, and I think, Pargiv has something to prove now. So I actually think that, I think there's many that could be fight of the night. I actually think that potentially could be too. Look, Pargiv has something to prove, and Salazar's a straight savage. Great talent.
Can't wait.
Talent.
I'm just ready to watch it.
Yeah. So, let's talk about the matchmaking for the rematch. How did that go about?
Well,
because that's interesting. Yeah. Those guys could have fought anybody else, right?
Pargiv obviously wasn't happy with the decision. But what I love about Israel Salazar, once we approached him with, he's like, "Fuck it, I'll do it again. I beat him the first time. I can do it again. Run it up." And I think I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
You and I think alike, bro. Go ahead.
But the gym that he comes from, OG Training Center, with Isaac Enriquez, Jason Jones,
these
guys do not decline a fight. They're just like mentally locked in, make no excuses, and just are ready to go at like any time.
This is what we love. That's the martial arts spirit to me. Yeah,
matchmaker's dream right there to work with guys like that. They make my job easy, and they're always up for a challenge. And so I love working with those guys, and kudos to them for sure.
No, Georgi Karakanian, what a savage, the coach over there, right?
Yeah.
He just tells
he
these guys.
He spars with all the guys too.
Listen, he wants those guys to take these tough fights, and a lot of these amis wouldn't have granted Pargiv that rematch, but Salazar didn't blink, straight savages.
Badass.
I love it.
All right, then you got Attila Eret and Amin Durakshan.
That one's gonna be a good one too.
Yeah.
Attila, he has 30 Muay Thai fights, I think 28-2 or something like that.
Right.
So he is a dangerous striker. Amin is 0-1, but he fought our Club UNF show against a guy with 6 fights as an amateur.
Yeah.
Arguably won that fight, right? A very
close
decision.
Man. Yeah.
But he comes from Team Oyama, which Colin Oyama, a fucking legend of a coach. So that fight's gonna be off the chain too. That might be fight. Listen, all these fights are fucking really, really good. I'm proud of my work.
No,
I feel proud.
Your
of
work's
myself.
awesome, but there's a common thread here too, right? These coaches do a great job. If you look at the gyms that are fighting with us, all top-notch gyms. Colin Oyama, same thing. Wants his guys to get the best freaking fights. Doesn't turn anybody down. Really has the best interest out of his fighters at heart for their growth to the pros.
Yeah, well, he's training them to to be ready to go anyone, anytime. Yeah.
And Oyama knows what good looks like, right? He has some of the best people in the UFC.
Oyama's a legend, man. Really has such an eye, just such a good human being, and just seeing the way that he's mentoring his fighters, it's very inspirational.
When you put a match together, are you often going to the coach first, or are you going to the fighters first?
Mostly the coaches, right? There's some fighters that will take it into their own hands, but I like to go through the coaches first.
I think that's
because
appropriate.
They have the final call, right?
Of course.
Final say. I have relationships with all these guys, so depending, but most of the time through the coaches.
I know it's like that with the pros. I wasn't sure if that's how the Rising Stars.
Or if it's through the Rising Stars, I'm like, hey, let your coach know this is the fight I'm offering you. Don't get back to me until you talk to the coach. Of course. But mostly
the respect has to be there.
I think there's something that's important that we're not hitting on, especially with these Rising Stars. These coaches aren't making money coaching these fighters, showing up for fight night and doing all this. This is a labor of love for all these guys. So think about that. The Rising Stars don't get paid like the pros. So when coaches invest their time and effort into these guys and showing up, that's on their dime.
Well, it's an investment in their future, right?
That's
right.
That's right.
These guys are going to become assets for them one day,
Yeah.
All right. Now, this, I think, is, in terms of matchmaking, I think this, the Shafi Farah versus Kester Abad, well done, Ryan. Excellent. These guys, if you don't understand, 2 first-round knockouts in the amateurs, within 20 seconds each. They're both real skinny, tall flyweights, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they're both 6 feet tall and 125 pounds, which is very rare, and they're both coming off these spectacular highlight knockouts. So nice guys. We're gonna have them in next, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this matchup is sick. You don't really get to see 2 6-foot flyweights fight each other. They both had one fight. Both had fantastic head kick knockouts. Kester's got reposted by ESPN, but the cool thing is too, what I love that we're doing as a team, is both these guys aren't even from California. We're flying one from Las Vegas and one from Virginia, and 2 prospects with a bunch of hype behind them. We're like, you know what, fuck it, we want to have that fight.
How'd you find the guy from Virginia?
Some folks that we do some business with are very heavy in the MMA community. Shafi is one of several prospects that they work with out there. So they said, look, he wants to come out. Everyone sees what UpNext is doing out here. All these fighters in Virginia want to come and fight with you. So it was this guy's idea. Said, let's bring Shafi out. Let's have him fight Kester. Potential title implications, right?
Yeah, it's badass. Let's go to Drake and Jose Hernandez, right?
Yeah.
Drake Flores.
2 guys that have fought for UNF a couple times. Yeah. Both savages, both have that Mexican warrior spirit.
We know that
fight of the night.
Fight of the night potential, yeah.
So we'll see. But I'm excited for that one too.
And then Ingram Dodorian, like we were saying. Jesus.
We already talked about that one, but that's my pick for fight of the night.
Turner and Tommy Maurice, Jared Turner.
Cool one about them.
I don't know these guys.
They're both brawlers, but they're both ex-college football players. So you can expect them to both be explosive, relentless, and just go at it full force all the time.
Just great athletes, yeah.
Could be fight of the night as well. Maybe not the most technical fight, but definitely could be fight of the night. And
Very entertaining.
Hey, get a brawl. Everyone loves it. Vargas, Anthony, no.
That one scratched off the ground. Just
Scratch
keep it
that.
going.
Next. Jerry Baker, Isaac Enriquez.
I want you to talk about this one because you're familiar with both guys.
We've interviewed them a lot. You know, Isaac, it's like his third fight. And he's coming in here to unify the title for lightweight, right?
Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. Jairi is an insane athlete, but Isaac has the touch of death. So
I call Isaac the serial killer.
Yeah, he has
call
that
him
kind
the
of
unicorn.
cold
It's
look, right?
unheard of.
Listen, when they
So
did
weird.
the podcast, Jairi was trying to shake Isaac up, like doing your guys' podcast, but Isaac didn't blink.
No.
Didn't phase Isaac whatsoever. There is just ice running through his veins. You know, big fan of Jairi's, big fan of Isaac's. Like, this is just going to be an amazing fight.
All right, and then DeSimone versus London.
Listen, I love this one.
Some fine shit talking.
I love the fights with the bad blood or with the promotion behind it. But that one that one has fight of the night written all over it too. I think if Christopher London can keep the fight on the feet, it'll be a really exciting fight. So we'll have to see.
And then
I'm sorry, I was gonna say poor DeSimone for his last fight with the guy pulling out, but hopefully, now he has.
DeSimone had some tough luck there, yeah. But hey, there's one more sleep. I hope they both show up.
No, those dudes will both show up. They both come from great camps. They're both very committed to the fight. I have no doubt. Christopher London is amazing, and so is Anthony DeSimone.
Looking at the weigh-in today, London looks way bigger than DeSimone.
Right? That kind of blew my mind how much taller he really
he's
was.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder what he's going to weigh walking in there tomorrow. And then I guess the last fight of the Rising Stars, we were going to have Todd Stafford versus Zane Palacio. You know, at the UNF 13, you had introduced me to Todd.
Right.
Ryan's like, Steve, come here. You got to talk to this guy. He's got, a lot of star quality, a lot of charisma, and we're going to get him on the next card. We did have him on. He's got an incredible story. You know, he survived this nasty car wreck with his brother. This was going to be his first fight back, but he just busted his hand like last week or something. Really broke it bad.
So goes the fight game.
So Zane Palacio was out, and who steps in but
The people's champion. The people's
I
champ.
saw Danny today. I told him, listen, I think you're the most loved UNF fighter of all time. He didn't believe me, but I think.
Look, I saw something go up on the internet. Like, basically, they said if Danny loses, the fans are gonna riot.
Yeah, the fans are gonna riot.
Danny's just such an amazing person. He just went to war with our 125-pound champion last month, and now he's taking this fight
it's a
on
great
short
fight.
notice.
Yeah, La Bastida's amazing.
Wow.
You know, my nephews now, they live down here in LA, so when I come down here, we're wrestling around, and they love to be like, Uncle Steve, double hammer fist, double hammer fist. It's catching on,
Oh,
Listen,
man.
Danny's one of a kind, man. We love Danny at UNF and
Golden Heart, good guy. And hey, Zane, I'm excited to see him get in there too.
Zane's another one of those tall, lanky flyweights with good striking. I think whoever implements their game plan on that one's going to win that fight. But
yeah.
we just went through the card. I mean, every fight is competitive, right? Like
Right, you did an incredible job.
appreciate that.
Oh.
Thank you.
Good job, Ryan.
Good job, son.
Good job. Mommy would be so proud, Ryan. Just kidding.
listen?
Mom's in the audience. There you go.
Hey, Mom.
Mama Bear. She's going to be like, why are you talking shit to my son? You watch. I'll hear that later.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, God. She's like the biggest mama bear.
He does talk a lot of shit, to be fair. But.
Listen, I do, but it's true. Like,
It's how men bond, Mom. You got to understand. Yeah.
My son could be on the street with 50 people on the street. He could shoot and kill someone. My wife could be standing right there. She'd be like, he didn't do it. I didn't see anything.
You would do that
My
too, though.
baby.
You would do
This
that
is-
too,
yeah.
to be
This
fair.
is my baby, my Ryan.
Yeah.
No, that's what's really cool. Just seeing the bond between my sons, my daughter, with my wife. Like, it's just such a family, like, really cool bond.
Let's talk more about what the other Buckners do,
Oh,
the
shit.
ladies of the family. So, talk about their roles in the organization.
So my daughter Miriam, she is a director of external relations. So she handles all the VIPs. She also handles all the merch. She's just amazing.
Yeah.
She's given me 2 granddaughters, Kaya and Noah, 5 and 4. My daughter's very charismatic, just loves interacting with people. My wife does all the finances, and my son Kobe is the director of experience for also with all the VIPs. Really working to make sure that UNF brings something different. And so everybody kind of just brings a little skill set to the table. Ryan has a passion for MMA where Kobe doesn't. Kobe's like an entrepreneur, wants to make money, wants to hustle. He's more the hustler of the two.
All these types to make something like this really happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really, really cool. And the amazing thing is, in our normal job, then we have Christina. She's the director of happiness. Her daughter, Chriselle, works with us. They always bring all their kids to content day. It's really cool because it's a very strong family vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And you're also nice to us every time we come down.
It's all an act, bro. It's all an act.
Chris Buckner's like, Steve, you guys have carte blanche to do whatever you want at these things. I'm like, carte blanche? Thank you.
I think it's important, right? Because if we open up these doors and you guys come and put your time and your resources out there, I mean, look at how you've been highlighting these fighters, getting them content. I mean, that's part of what UNF has to do, right, Ryan? We have to give them the tools to promote themselves. So if we're just sitting here counting ticket money, just sell tickets and we don't care about your future, then we're like everyone else. And we don't fucking want to be like everyone else. We're Up Next.
Yeah.
And it's, we're talking, Steve was talking too about the UpNext name. He's actually the one that came up with the UpNext name.
Yeah, what's the story? What's your version of the story? how the name came
It may be
about?
different than Steve's, but we'll see.
I think it's pretty similar. I heard Steve. No, it was more of just, listen, we want to be that UpNext promotion, right? Like in life, everything evolves and everything gets better, whatever that is. And we were just like, the name UpNext, like, hey, we're going to be that new promotion. We're going to bring something different. Also, me and my twin brother, it kind of being our idea started and then assembling this team, but we're going to be the UpNext young generation of people that are getting into the MMA industry and doing all that. So that's kind of where they came.
It's almost a magic spell. It's like your future pacing. When someone says it, it's like you put it in their head already that these guys are up next.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of cool because when we started the name, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That sounds right. But it is so us now. It's so ingrained in our DNA. You know what
UNF,
I mean?
right?
Yeah, UNF. We're up next.
Yeah, you're wearing the medallions.
Oh, yeah.
Where's my UNF medallion? Come on. What do I got to do to?
You got to talk to the special person who made these for us.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, we're blessed. We're very blessed.
How many of those are in existence?
3.
Okay.
They're all in this venue right now, too.
Steve,
where's the third?
Steve Bash also had the opportunity to get one, but he just didn't want to pony up, I think. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. Yeah, just don't know what happened.
He has a big chest tattoo of UNF.
Yeah. Look, I think for me, like, it's symbolic, like, we're here to stay. As you see, like, Up Next versus everybody. We got our competition hates us. Everybody hates us because we've come on the scene and we're shaking it up. Like, business as usual for everybody is gone, right? You've got to, if you want to keep up and you want to compete with us, people have to level up, give these fighters the platform they deserve, invest in them, and give back to these fighters, right? I mean, our philosophy is if we take care of the fighters, they'll take care of the fans, and then the fans will take care of us.
And then that's a good thing, too, for all these fighters, right? Because, I mean, I don't think anyone's really performing on our level, but all these local promotions have tried to up their game since we've came and made some wins.
You've raised the bar.
And, that's just good for the fighters in the long run, whether they're fighting with us or someone else. At least they're getting a little bit better of a platform at the other promotion than they were before because, we came in and made them step up their game. So
before UNF, it was like,
Who the fuck is that guy?
who the fuck is that
guy?
So you said you're getting some hate from some of your competitors. They're coming for you. What do you mean?
Listen,
tell me some anecdotes.
This is what I would tell
we want to know. No. I don't want to evade.
You don't want the politically correct?
I
or you
want
the
to
truth?
know who's gunning for UNF. My boys here. Who's gunning for them?
Listen, I'm not going to.
We're gunning for everyone.
Your enemies are my enemies now.
Listen, we're not going to shout out their names because there's no reason to. But because the bottom line is our actions will speak for themselves. We're going to crush. No, I mean, we're crushing everybody. We're going to continue to crush. We're here to stay. It's crazy. Business is just very, very competitive. I know when I went into business with, Steve and George and, everybody like, oh, you guys won't make it. You guys, this won't succeed. There's a graveyard full of promotions like you guys, promotions are a dime a dozen. Not when you have the dream team. Not when you have the dream team. Not when you got Steve Bash, you got George, you got the Buckner family. Special things will happen. And I don't say that in an arrogant way. I mean, it's just truly facts. I mean, when you have so many good people, truly good people committed to doing something, you can't fucking stop us. You can't.
That's glorious. I'm going to leave that soundbite right there. Yeah, incredible.
Got me hyped a little bit.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got chills a little bit on that one.
Whoa. Yeah, that's just a little pep talk for Ryan there, but
man, because it's like, Chris, I called you one day out of the blue. I just hit him up. I'm like, hey, we got this podcast. We're trying to put shine on these amateur fighters. I like what you guys are doing. And I don't even really remember the conversation, but at the end of it, you were like, I like the sound of that. We're doing something very similar. You guys are welcome to come down here, and that was that. You know?
Well, if you kind of check it out, like you got Kobe and Ryan. I don't know if you picked up, they're twins.
Yeah.
Right? Two young 26-year-old building a business together, right? And we're building. You guys were building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And seeing people on that same journey together as you build together, we're a force multiplier together.
That's right.
Right? So when you engage with good people, and like when I, met you, I met Abel, I met your crew, you guys are all amazing people. So we want to fuck with you. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I mean, like attracts like. So you guys are awesome. You're building. You're good people. I feel like our team's the same way. So it just makes sense.
It's great you have brothers. Like 2 brothers is worth 10 men. I'm real close with my brother. Ivan does our AI, and his brothers, they do all of our social stuff on the back end. You don't really get to see these guys, but yeah, having brothers behind the scenes.
What about Abel? Is there another Abel out there? Because that would be a little scary.
Good Lord. He ate his twin. He ate him, right? Yeah.
I actually love Abel, but
miss
I think
him right
Abel's
now.
going to get himself in trouble one day, though. I'm being honest. Like doing these predictions and saying this guy's going to win this and that.
You're not the first person.
I don't know, bro.
It's like, oh, come on. My soundboard. We'll try another one. Yeah, Abel. None of the Nate Diaz. None of these are working. Yeah, he's going to get slapped.
Yeah, that's okay. No, I worry about that. Like you're never going to see me.
I think
like,
he
make a prediction.
wants that. I think he would love to have that drama around him. He's seeking this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the predictions are just fun. We are reviewing these cards. We don't even know half these guys, and we're just going by their IGs.
I just think you guys have big balls to do it. To be honest with you,
yeah.
like I think it's funnier than shit. I think it's great, but
we're also martial artists too. So like,
you're down.
Come bring it.
Bring it.
You want it? You really want to do that? Like,
Maybe we see one of you guys under the UNF lights
hey,
one day.
yeah. If one of your fighters really, if you really get your feelings hurt because we made fun of you on the podcast, call me out, motherfucker, and we'll step in the cage. Or one of my producers will. We'll all fuck you up. Okay?
Listen, I'm honestly a big fan of what you guys are doing. I think it's fun. I think it's different. I think it's great. You're getting these guys exposure, kind of going back and forth.
It's all love.
Fun,
it's all love.
Yeah.
We're trying to help these guys understand, like you do. You're training them for the big show.
Yeah.
They get a great weigh-in show. We want them to see, their IG on point. You want to see these guys really understand that it's more about just being able to kick ass.
I have a question. Is Ryan's IG on point? Like, I'm just wondering.
Ryan's hot. Yeah,
Ryan's good?
He's looking good.
Appreciate that,
Okay.
man. That feels good.
Ryan
He always tells me how I look so much better on Instagram than I do in person.
Listen, look, my son is completely handsome, looks exactly like me, nothing like his mother, by the way. Okay? My wife will always say, "Oh, he looks like me. He just has your eyes." Bullshit.
I mean, you're 26. I'm 45 years old. So I would hope your Instagram looks a little bit more polished.
Bro,
I don't even know.
Look, I'm going to bring something up here.
Thanks, bro. I just turned 45, and I'm
Listen, Ryan
just getting started.
Ryan looks way better in pictures than he looks in person. Let's be honest.
He's photogenic.
I'm like losing it here.
Well, you got to be in Hollywood. It's really important, right? If you were homely and didn't photograph well, you probably wouldn't be so successful as a matchmaker.
It's not loading, but let's see. I mean,
yeah, because my looks have so much to do with my matchmaking.
Dude. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me that looks like that?
A little nice blue steel.
Come on,
give us some blue steel, Ryan.
Look at that model pose, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I guess I don't look like that on the daily, but
He is pretty handsome though.
I don't look like you.
Does he look like me or my wife? What do you think?
I was surprised when I heard that he was your son. I was like, okay,
Motherfucker.
he must be adopted.
Oy!
But also, welcome to the Old and New Money podcast.
What about the eyes? The eyes the same blue or
Yes,
no?
yeah, the eyes look good. But I mean, your brother too. You guys, all you look pretty different, But
Let's be real.
whatever.
Thank God he looks like my wife.
Yeah,
I'm so
second
good with that,
thank God.
actually. I love to talk shit about it, but my wife is gorgeous, so I'm actually
Come on, Chris.
super happy.
You're a handsome devil as well.
You think I'm all right?
Not too shabby.
Well,
not too shabby.
Grandchildren too. You look good for.
All right.
Right, for being a grandpa.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's good.
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, I'm a Saba. I'm a grandpa.
A Saba. Is that
Saba.
what it?
Yeah, in Hebrew it's Saba. So,
Saba.
Yeah, so my granddaughters call me Saba Chris.
Saba,
Yeah.
Chris. Oh, that's
Yeah.
sweet. You guys are so blessed.
We are blessed, honestly.
Completely. I mean, you always knock on wood. Like, we're a very tight family.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's lots of trials and tribulations and bullshit that we
Like
go
any
through.
family, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there would never be any separating us, right? The Buckners are super duper strong. No matter what we go through, we're always going to have each other's back. My wife is like the glue to that, right? Like, family is everything to my wife. She exudes that. And that's just who we are and what we are.
Yeah, you're lucky having a strong woman in the center of everything is
She's
really
a little
the glue.
too strong at times, though. If I'm being honest,
That's Mama
she's a little too strong at times. I mean, I love her to death, but yeah.
So you're saying she's wearing the pants? Is that what you're saying?
Sometimes.
Truthfully, I think it's kind of true that she does. Like, if I'm being honest, like I think I'm like the guy that runs
Come on,
the business or something like.
I think it's a fair 50-50 partnership with the
Oh,
pants.
good
With the
political
pants.
correct.
Yeah, with the pants on, a 50-50 partnership.
That's a good answer, Ryan. Good job. Oh, here comes the soundbite. Let's go. Which one you choosing?
This is number one bullshit.
But yeah, we're blessed. I mean, I think my dad summed it up. But yeah, I think also, just that mentality and stuff is kind of what we're bringing to UNF too, and the fighters could feel that.
Come on, get on the mic
In
for
the
us.
mic, Ryan.
We want the
Okay,
people to know,
goddamn.
bro.
But I think that same thing my dad's been talking about is what we kind of bring to UNF and why the fighters feel so comfortable and appreciate us, and they can feel that love. So
Correct.
it's what makes us a different.
But I
than
think we're
everyone
raw
else.
and real too. Like, people know that we're real people. Like, if a guy's fight falls out, we feel like shit. We really, really do. And so it negatively sort of impacts us, if you know what I'm saying. Like, we really want to deliver for these guys all the time. But as George always likes to say, which annoys the fuck out of me so much, it's the fight game. It happens. I get it. It does, but it still doesn't feel good sometimes.
Well,
you
you're
know what I
putting
mean?
all this
Yeah.
effort and emotion into it. It's like when they win, you win. When they lose, the victories, you're sharing it with them. You're walking with them the whole way.
I think Ryan will. I mean, this is what I love about Ryan. Ryan will tell these guys, I don't care if you win or lose. You just get out there and just have a great performance. I don't care what your win and loss record is, especially at the Rising Stars, right? Like, as long as you're giving 110%, I'm in with you. I ride with
Just
you.
show
That's
up.
all that freaking matters, I get like a little bummed because a lot of these guys love Ryan so much and love us. Like, when they lose, like, I'm sorry I lost. I'm sorry. Like,
Bro,
man,
yeah,
you got nothing.
walked into a cage in front of
You got
people.
a lot more
Yeah.
courage than I have.
Yeah, you're in the 0.1% of people,
Well, I mean, then you look at Abel picking on small Parker Dean. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, these guys are fighting guys their own size and their own skill level. Like, come on. Come on.
Yeah, Abel needs those mismatches, so he can shine. Right? Yeah.
Man, I love Parker. Parker's just a
Parker's the man. He'll be here tomorrow night for sure.
No, I know he will, and I'm going to tell you that it's something special. You meet a guy. He came to the last event, and he DMs me like, "Hey, bro, bought a ticket. I'm going to be at your event. I want to support you." Like, it's so amazing when you meet people like that.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Parker's really on the rise. His comedy career is just exploding right now. Great guy, a good friend of ours, so we're really hoping that he can come, and because he's down here,
Yeah.
He'll hopefully.
Well, we want
tie
to
in
go to
with
one
you
of
guys
his
even
comedy
more.
shows. So
Yeah, he'll be at the Comedy Store. I'm like Parker's agent now. You got to give me 10%, Parker. But no, he's got a bunch of events coming up. I think he's in San Diego next week too. He's all over the place. So
yeah.
But yeah,
Good guy,
tomorrow
man.
night for sure. We'll see if maybe Denise can interview him for sure.
For sure.
And any other interesting influencers are going to be here tomorrow? There's always wild people
No, I
walking
mean,
around at your
my
events.
daughter handles all that. I try to dude, because you saw me how long it took me to bring up Ryan's Instagram. The only reason I have Instagram is
Yeah.
up next, and I want to
You're like, do we have TikTok?
I want to troll my kids, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Laika O is going to be here. She's a
Yeah.
Russian actress and singer. She just performed, I think, in New York recently. She's got like 3 million plus followers. She's going to give away one of the belts. She's just awesome. Barbara Sanchez, who's an actress, producer, she's going to be here. We've got Nick, who runs a recovery facility, does a lot of stuff with celebrities and others. He's going to be here. Dusty the Rapper is going to be here. Frank Nitti is going to be here. He manages Young Gritty. You want to talk about a little bit what Frank's putting together in the metaverse?
I'm not too knowledgeable on that, to be honest. I know it's pretty cool, and I love the idea, but yeah.
Yeah,
Some kind of
he's doing some
NFT thing or what?
NFTs,
Okay, yeah,
avatars. I mean, he's going to help UNF,
Yeah.
hopefully, get us into the metaverse. So he's been doing some stuff.
okay,
We're going to
yeah.
do some sit downs and go over stuff. But we got some special people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That come and support this, and that's one thing I like about UpNext is and my daughter said it the best. Like, she's like, Dad, I brought my friends. They'd never been to an MMA thing before, and they didn't think they were going to like it because it's all about fights. And the difference is, UpNext is entertainment. You look at the vibe. I mean, my wife and my son Kobe putting together this amazing VIP area. It's just a different.
In the VIP area, sometimes you feel like you're at the best nightclub in LA. So shout out to
And you
Mama Buck and Kobe.
see my wife taking shots with everybody, just hanging out while Ryan and I are working
Yeah.
our asses off. I'm working the cage door, and these guys are all partying their asses off. But yeah, it's all right.
Mama deserves it though.
She does. I'm just a little
Go
jealous.
relax. Yeah.
I'm just a hater. I'm just jealous.
No hating. There's no hate here in UNF. It's all love, baby.
Listen, if I'm being honest, I am a little jealous. I mean, sometimes I look at that VIP area. They've got these nice meals going on. They got the bottle service flowing. So the truth is, I do get a little jealous.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, but you got work to do, you know.
Yeah, this is true.
So, you guys don't have a lot of heavyweights. Is that true? I on this card,
Besides Ryan?
I know. This is
Actually,
like
I've
personal
lost
for me.
7 pounds. I started going to hot
in the-
yoga. I don't know if I should have told everyone that, but I lost 7
No.
pounds in like a week.
He's been to hot yoga
Hot
twice.
yoga,
oh,
yeah.
and then the funniest thing is he'll come back to the office. Oh, I'm so sore, Dad. I'm so sore.
True,
I went to
yeah.
hot yoga. Like, come on, Ryan.
Dude, I'll take you with me one time. It's a pretty good workout. It's a lot of stretching and
So
pickleball's
all right,
a good workout.
pickleball and
too.
Pilates,
Steve
you're
Bass, by the way,
into.
is really, really good at pickleball. If he
Oh, yeah?
want to give up what he was doing now and go pickleball full time,
I've been hearing about
Listen,
that.
it's
Maybe
one
you
of
could
the
be a
top players
promoter
in
in
the world.
pickleball.
No, he could be a player. I'm telling you, he's really, really good.
It was sad because Ryan's like, oh, I'm going to go to Bash's and play pickleball. Me and my friend are going to go play. And Bash, I think it's either his son or his brother. So they smoked Ryan and his friend. Ryan's come back. Oh, Dad, they smoked us. They're good. They just killed us. And Ryan's limping around. It was the funniest thing. Like some 50-year-old dude is smoking a 26-year-old. I
Damn.
love it.
Yeah, pickle. I haven't played myself. It's like a combo of tennis and like racquetball or something.
Pretty much.
Why is it catching on so much? It's a
Well,
huge
I think you
sensation.
don't have to be too athletic to play the game, so
Perfect.
It reaches a lot of people.
Steve Slow.
But no, it's really fun, and the older people can play that game too, so it's fun for everyone. It's good.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do Old New Money versus UNF pickleball.
Oh.
What do you guys?
Steve, we're
Steve's
gonna
in.
start practicing.
Steve's
next
nodding
week.
yes.
I've called you out. Yeah. I called him out. Now we got to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
We got Space Jam on our team. You guys don't know Space Jam. He doesn't really make it down here. We're these guys that are playing pickleball with him. He comes, sort of an auxiliary producer, but dude's sort of like walking around like this, and he's getting beamed. And so after a famous Old and New Money pickleball outing, he earned the nickname Space Jam forever.
I love it.
So yeah, we got Space Jam.
Okay.
We got all these ringers, but
That's all right. We're just gonna match Bash, Ryan, up, and a couple other folks. Definitely, I'm not on the pickleball team for sure. No.
But okay, so we jumped. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like there's not too many heavyweights, and at least in the Rising Stars, right?
No, not too many. The weight class you got the 35, 45, 55s, 170s is really the weight class. We're just
Not too many middleweights, not too many light.
the heavier weights. No, there's not as many fighters. 125 is actually starting to grow a little bit, but the heavier weights. No.
How come Mr. Matchmaker? The heavyweight fights, it's like a lot of times we see these, first round just brutal finishes. I think the people want to see it.
Listen, no, 100%.
Maybe we can get
Maybe we need to hire a new matchmaker to make matches.
Please do.
someone who takes it seriously.
No, but the heavyweights, you don't see many amateur heavyweights, Rising Stars heavyweights with more than like 2 or 3 fights. A lot of these
That's
guys
true.
will go
That's
pro
true.
very soon
Yeah.
because there's just not so many.
There's a
guys to
few
fight.
beasts in the Bay Area right now.
Bring them down.
There's
We're
some.
talking to one guy named Gabe Rednose. I think he has another fight scheduled, but we've been talking. He's a little. I think he's a little up north or something, but he definitely wants to fight with us. We're getting interest, but yeah, we have not made too many fights at heavyweight, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
It's on the long list of things to
We
do,
have a very
so-
long list for
Figure it out.
2024.
Yeah.
Very long list.
What is some of the stuff on your agenda? I mean, we already talked with Steve earlier today. Steve Bash was saying you guys have had in the works NorCal versus SoCal sort of thing, and then we've got the gallery show where we do the art of violence.
Look, Steve's a creative motherfucker. I love the UNF gallery concept.
I love it too. Yeah.
No, and it went down just like Steve said. Like, we weren't digging the place. He came up with this idea, and all of a sudden the lights are going on for us. Like, just brilliant. I think one of the things I'm excited about, we're going to be doing a thing called Gym Wars in 2024. So Gym versus Gym. Cash prize at the end, sort of a point system, which no one else has done. So we're working out the details of that, but we're going to launch that in 2024. Nobody's
But that
done
would be like
before.
over the course of multiple events, right?
Yeah, I think we're coming up. I think Steve's working on the rule set along with Ryan. We'll come up with that point system, but probably over a 6-month period, something
Cool.
like that.
Probably
And
3 or
just-
4 events, right? Just tally
Yeah.
up all the points.
Very
We're gonna
cool.
get 2 finalists, 2 gyms, and battle it out for the.
Yeah, and the
cash
gyms
prize.
will get like 10 G's cash. This is kind of what we're
Great.
thinking. Yeah, I mean,
It's like your own contender series kind of thing. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and I think Steve was talking about North versus South. I think Ryan, especially bringing Shafi from Virginia and Kessler
Right.
from Nevada, we want to bring the best from other states here to Cali, and we also want to send our talent to these other quote unquote sister promotions that, we want to develop these relationships with, because we want to give these guys the best platform. We don't just want their platform to be California. Also, UpNext is going to be not just an MMA promotion next year. We're looking to get into to other things like, kickboxing and combat jiu-jitsu. Look, the sky's the limit, right? I feel like we've done a really good job on the MMA side. Ryan wants to keep these athletes busy doing other things also, so.
Yeah, 100%. I want to be a one-stop shop for these guys. It's all about combat sports, and these guys deserve to be able to be under one roof. But if they want to box, they can box. If they want to do MMA, they can do MMA.
Cool.
I think MMA is our main thing, right? Like, I mean, that's. But we are going to end up doing some kickboxing matches, some boxing matches.
Some pickleball. Yeah, it sounds amazing.
We got to talk to Steve Bash. I'm sure he'll love that idea. So
Bash's Pickleball League is what we're going to call it. Yeah, but I think, truly being a promotion that gives these athletes different opportunities, I think is hugely important, right? Especially with these younger guys coming up. They want to experience these different things. And again, like Ryan said, if we can be their home for all these different aspects of, combat sports, what better way to do it?
Yeah, one-stop shop. I like it.
Yeah, my wife won't like it. We'll be running events, twice a month, something like that. But, we'll make it all happen.
Well, she's
super
supremely supportive,
Sometimes. Yeah.
No, she's the best. She's always supportive. Yeah.
No, she is the best.
Got you, mama.
Yeah. Oh, is she listening? Oh, yeah, she's.
Yeah, the Buckner family is here, off in the wings.
There you go.
For those at home, they're all smiling and happy. I don't think you're going to get in trouble when you get home.
You don't think so?
No.
Vicky, did I do anything wrong during the podcast? I'm okay. Okay. I'm okay.
So supportive and just
she
amazing.
Is. Well, no, in front of everybody, she's going to be like, everything's okay, honey, this and that. Behind closed doors, then it's going to be on.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mess with her.
No, dude, my wife can scrap. Damn! Like, don't let my wife fool you. She looks all pretty, put together properly, but, man, that girl can, she's got some stories. You got to get her on the podcast.
I would love to.
She wouldn't do it, though. She's super shy. But, I mean, if you got her and my daughter on the podcast, it would be freaking amazing.
We can do it, yeah.
Get her a little tipsy first, then I think you're there.
Yeah,
maybe we can do a podcast episode from in the VIP area at some point. That'd be interesting.
Good idea.
Yeah.
The shots would be flowing.
Just set a little table up there, and we can have people come through all night. And as they get drunk,
have to have Kobe co-host with you on that one.
Kobe's the man, bro.
Kobe's like, yes.
Kobe makes that happen.
I was born for this.
Oh, no, listen, Kobe is born for that. That is up Kobe's alley. You see him getting in all the clubs in Hollywood, doing this, doing that. Like, that's his vibe. That's his scene. No one's better.
Yeah, but like a podcast episode inside the club, inside the fight.
Yeah.
Inside the arena. I like it.
That works. Yeah, that's
cool.
A great idea.
All right, let's do it tomorrow. What do you say?
Just kidding. Can we make it happen if we can? Let's do it.
Bash, come on. What do we need?
Come on, Bash.
A little trouble with a little idea.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. Yeah. Too much going on already. You guys got a huge event planned for tomorrow night. This is like going to be a spectacular finish to the year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
UNF 14. Yeah, anything else you want to tell folks about what we can expect from you next year? I know you're going to move into some other sports, maybe some boxing, some kickboxing.
I think we're just definitely
not going anywhere.
Off the gas pedal, right? Definitely stay just as busy and just as active. Maybe see us in different cities.
Yeah.
But we're just going to keep growing this thing, right? We have a long to-do list, but things change on the fly. But you could definitely see us expanding and just leveling up. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ryan said the best. It's UpNext versus everybody. We're here to stay. We want to do great things. We are not just, a promotion putting on events. We're building a brand. And I think that's kind of really, really important. From day one, we knew we wanted to build a brand. And I couldn't be more proud of the team and the work that's been put in.
Yeah, well, you guys embody the attitude of gratitude, and we're so grateful to you. Yeah, you got it inked on you and everything.
AOG, baby. Oh, yeah. AOG, we're firm believers in the attitude of gratitude. Be thankful for everything you have and show gratitude to people. Super important.
Yeah, I think that's thank you is if you never say one prayer in your whole life, thank you will suffice. It's just so we have so much gratitude for you guys too. You've opened all these great doors for us. It's because you've invited us to do this. Now we're at SF Combat. I'm walking through the where they've got the cage set up, and people are yelling at me, "Hey, it's old money." I'm like,
that's awesome.
It's because you guys helped to put us on. We're so grateful to you. I have to say.
Like attracts like. I mean, Ryan and I have the same. It's like earned and deserved. Like, you earned it, you deserve it. We're proud to be partners with you guys. We really are. I mean, we're on that same mission, same trajectory, super stoked.
Yeah, anything we can do to help you guys and keep putting the shine on these fighters and this incredible organization that you guys have built. And thank you so much. Really appreciate this. This was an awesome time.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Now, tell Abel not to chicken out next time.
Abel, come on, bro.
Come on, Abel.
Get your booster shot and let's get back in the game.
No, you and Abel in the cage, bro. My money's on you. Just hit him with the right, bro. Are you gonna just take out Abel in pickleball, or you want him in the cage? Do your call out now, bro.
I think a couple of months of good training, I'm gonna take Abel out for sure.
Okay.
A couple of months, yeah.
Just let me get in shape. Maybe let him get in shape too.
He is
More
pretty
hot
wicked
yoga.
on the ground. Just don't let him take it to the ground.
Just let Abel know.
Like,
Ryan's secret is hot yoga.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Abel. I don't want problems.
You don't want problems always.
I want problems.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
He wants peace.
Feeling.
He's a peaceful man. Yet he's the matchmaker for these like blood sports. So
It's so much fun.
I can't imagine. I'm a little jealous of you, Ryan. You have the best job.
Well, how about the next card? You help me make a couple matches. Throw some ideas off me, and we can.
You guys come up to the Bay for sure.
Awesome.
If you come to San Francisco, we'll do something together in NorCal. And we'll do our very best to help support you, and
Let's do it.
let's get it going.
That should be top of the list, Ryan. Let's do it.
Top of the very, very long list.
All right. Well, and on that note, thanks. This is Old and New Money
thank
Podcast. We're here with Kris and Ryan Buckner of UpNext Fighting. Thank you guys so much. Real grateful.
Thank you.
Okay.